What's up everybody? This is Rob with Animus Visual Reviews. Today we're going to be doing a quick unbox of the new DJI Ronin RS3 Pro. Actually, by the time this comes out, it's probably not that new and there's 100 unboxings, but I'm going to go ahead and add mine to it. Let's get into it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this. I'm gonna go ahead and, so first thing I notice is no outside flap or extra compartment here on the outside or another zipper like there was on the RS2 Pro kit. Yeah, this feels a little heavier, sturdier, etc. And I guess it's a little bigger considering that the gimbal itself is bigger. So let's open it up and see what we got. So offhand in this compartment here, take this little foam off and you see here is the actual top of the Ronin RS3. I've actually already opened and used this Ronin RS3 already, so you'll see it's got a little bit of some wear on it. I just want to go ahead and do an unboxing and show you guys what comes in it. So here's the first and top half of the RS3. I'll actually turn it on and show you guys how this works a little later. Let's go ahead and take a look. First thing I'm going to remove is this quick start guide for the RS3 Pro in case you need to know how this works and you don't watch YouTube videos. In addition, in here, you'll find the HDMI cables. Most of them will be mini HDMI, which is what the Raven Eye or Ronin image transmitter takes to whatever version of HDMI your camera takes. You'll also find this lens strap to tighten some lenses down and a lens gear for lenses that are non-cine lenses. So for the focus motor, you'll attach this to it in order to be able to focus. A USB-A to C cable and 2 USB-C to C cables. This will power your Raven Eye from your Ronin. I don't believe this is the exact container these screw kits came into. This is a screw kit here, so I'll empty out some of the screws. They have an assortment of different size screws and some tools to be able to tighten it. I like these the best because you can hand tighten. You have some 3/8 inch screws as well as some quarter screws in different sizes. Okay, I believe this is a part for the Raven Eye. I'm not sure exactly what it does to be honest, but just an unbox, not a review. In here you have your Arca Swiss compatible plate for the quick release plate that comes with the Ronin, and the lens support, which should come with a screw thing. I don't know where it's at, I may have lost it, but it basically will be used to tighten this lens support onto the front of the Ronin plate and hold your heavier lenses up. And last but not least, we have the motor rod support. So basically this will attach to be able to attach your focus motor, and you set this up on the front of your plate. There's also a silica gel pack, don't need it. Moving on to the second section of how they partitioned this off, you undo the strap here and now you can pop this open and we have some more accessories here. This is the lower plate for the Ronin. It's extended for larger cameras. It's great that they included this. I know Small Rig makes a version of this that we needed before for larger setups when you needed to have longer balancing. All right. In here in this pouch, you have the focus motor. So that again goes along with this set to be able to set up your focus motors for manual focusing using the Ronin wheel. This pouch, you have your actual Ronin Raven Eye. So like I mentioned, it has mini HDMI as well as some USB-C plugs. So pop this open and then you can see here, it's got your power button and some indicator lights here when you have it on and connected. And moving on to the last section of this here is where most of the accessories live. Number one is the tripod slash stand. So pop this open and you can screw this onto the bottom of the battery grip. So this is a battery grip for the actual Ronin itself. So you can go ahead and attach this tripod to the bottom of this. And once the whole Ronin is set up, you'll have a standing stand. Okay, moving on. This is the main quick release plate. As I mentioned earlier, there's 2 Arca Swiss quick release plates here. This is a smaller, shorter one. As you can see here, it's thinner. And then slide this open and there's a safety release button here. Pop that open. And as you can see, one's much larger. It also allows you to do the focus motor directly on the Arca Swiss plate here. And then of course, this plate is the main Ronin plate. It is Manfrotto 501 plate compatible. It's good because you can quick release both ways, whether it be going to a Manfrotto tripod or an Arca Swiss tripod, depending on which one you're using. In this pouch, you'll find the phone holder, This rotates here vertically, horizontal, depending how you want your phone to sit. You also have an adjustment here, rotation adjustment. This clamps onto the side here of the Ronin RS3. So these are NATO handles or NATO rail sections that you can attach to different accessories. This is one of those accessories that you can attach to the side of the Ronin. Last but not least, this is the briefcase handle. Once again, it attaches here to the side of the Ronin via the NATO pieces. And then you just unlock this piece here, and it has teeth to kind of rotate to certain degrees. And then once you get it where you want it, just lock it up. That will pretty much stay where it's at. Once again, this goes ahead and slides onto the side of the Ronin here. I'm doing it wrong. There we go. Tighten that up. And now you can have a third adjustable handle. I love that the Pro version comes with all these accessories and things that you no longer have to buy. So what's different from here on the RS3 than the RS2? Primarily, I think the main difference is the physical mode switch button here. So you have pan, tilt, follow, and pan follow, as well as FPV mode that you can switch physically with a tactile button instead of going into the screen menu. The screen is also slightly bigger than on the RS2 at 1.8 inches. The main difference between RS2 and RS3, though, for me at least, is that the arms are longer, allowing for more customizable balancing. So larger cameras like the Pocket 4Ks or 6Ks that are a wider body now have a little more room to be able to balance without using counterweights. So that was huge for me. I personally didn't own the RS2, so I haven't actually used gimbals in a while. But now that this became accessible and I haven't upgraded in a bit, it made sense for me to finally get one. Unlock and lock button here. You basically would attach your battery grip here to the side and then slide this over to the lock section, and that is all. And that's all set up and locked in there tight. It's not going anywhere. Now you can turn on your Ronin. I will not do so because it does not have a camera, but I'll come back with it balanced. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the unbox. This is not a super detailed review. If you'd like me to go ahead and make one of those, please leave that below in the comments. For now, I did go ahead and put my Blackmagic Pocket 6K on the gimbal just to show that it can be balanced with the infamous Sigma 1835 1.8. I did go ahead and add the focus motor. There is a little bit of play back and forth on the front axis, so I added the lens support mount here with just one of the M4 screws, and I went ahead and set up the rod mount on the quick release plate. So as you can see, it's working fine. There's no wobble, no shake on that. I was also able to connect the camera through Bluetooth, which then allows me to record directly on the Ronin, which is pretty sweet. That goes wirelessly, so no extra cables to set up when you have a Blackmagic, and you can press record using the Ronin itself. Overall, pretty happy with this piece of equipment. Like I said, this isn't a super detailed review, but I can go into different camera setups and different ways of setting up different rigs. So if you're interested, please let me know and I'll be happy to get into it. Till next time, guys, leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. I'll see you in the next one.